All right, guys. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. OBLN here just came out with a PR, paid off all their debt. So not a bad PR there. OBLN does have a history of running. You can go back and see some of these days here. Opened at $9, ran to a high of 16. So it does have a history of going on some runs here. Looking at the float, it is a 2 million float stock here. I think they did have a reverse split, so the float's a little bit lower. I have to confirm on that. But I see some of you guys saying they did have a reverse split, so we could have lower than that 2 million mark there on trade ideas. Excuse me. So OBLN, definitely be keeping this one on watch this morning. Do like what I'm seeing here. Like the volume so far, like the amount of institutional ownership, like the news, like the float. Like how it's gone on a history of runs here without giving back its gains on the same exact day, or at least holding up some of these gains on OBLN, giving some opportunity for some sort of rip without giving back right away. So this one will definitely be my main watch today in OBLN. So other than OBLN, the other two gappers we got here, SFET here. Not a fan of this one on the long side. This is another one of those toxic tickers, at least for me. Big history of giving back its gains in the past. Just overall, just light volume, no volume so far in pre-market. Long upper shadow days, tons of bag holders. So SFET is not one I like today on the long side. If this thing could ever get over like $1, I don't like shorting under $1 either that much. So this thing would have to like get over $1, and for me to be even interested on the short side. NNVC here, same thing here. It just has no history of running. It just trades no volume anyway. I haven't seen any days. I was going back and see any days over 1 million. So it has no history of running. Overall light volume this morning. Is a lower float, but still, just no volume. What could we do with that? Until it trades some volume and get some action going towards it, we can't really, look for any long or even short. Up 15%. How much meat could you really get out of it? Maybe a little bit, but so honestly, that one's not really in play until it does more volume. So really, it's just OBLN on the long side. Maybe SFET over $1 if on the short side if price action volume's weak. But looking like OBLN will be the main focus of me this morning. Let me give a quick look here. All right, yeah. All right, so what I'll be looking for this one on, looking for, a chart setup, looking for my wash trap and squeeze pattern. I like to play that setup a lot. I have some examples down in chat. Either be looking for, I would need to see a little bit of a parabolic on this one. I would prefer that much better if you get a quick little parabolic, pull back, start trapping shorts. Maybe trade under this right above that 72.89 mark, or hold a key support line. Doesn't have to be the first support line. Could be the second support line that it forms. Hold above that mark, reclaim, and that could be my entry for a long on OBLN this morning. So I like to see that chart setup form for me to go ahead and attack it. And I don't like buying right out of the gates too. I like to let some chart form, see the volume, get a good idea of the tape, how the tape's looking before I enter any position. Trading pennies, I like to look for over 30% institutional ownership. So anything above 30% for me is really good. Yeah, 40%. Drew said 40%. But I like to look over 30% for me. Yeah, right. 9 a.m. news stinks because you can't. I don't really like entering something at 9 a.m. I usually don't trade pre-market after 9 a.m. on the long side. Maybe a short, but not really on the long side. Your toothache subside, yo. Nice. BBY ripping. I was gonna put up some large cap scanners. Maybe I will. I have so many scanners. I must have over 100 scanners for trade ideas. This is oversold stocks. I put this one up because I know some of you guys like looking for like dead cat bounces. So it's gonna show stocks that are near the lows. Cool little scanner here. S&B Capital pre-market analysis. So these are what some of the prop firm guys are looking at GoPro this morning. I think they had something with their shipping. They delayed their shipping, and then I think they lowered their profit forecast too on GoPro. So they had some bad news this morning. So they're down about 16%. Looks like they're watching that one this morning. So we'll see. Hopefully OB Lang gives us some opportunity this morning. Some things I like about this one. I traded in the past. So that's going to be our main focus. George, good morning. Casper, why don't I long 9 a.m.? Because, at the bell, it gets so unpredictable. I don't want to be stuck in something right at the bell, especially, when things are extremely unpredictable at open. There's tons of emotions right at the bell. You don't know if it's going to go up or down. So, I don't like entering, between 9 because I don't want to get stuck, into open. Exactly, yeah. I want to wait for some more chart to develop before I look for something. That's a good question, though. Good morning, AJ. Yeah, I'll go over my opinion on NNVC if you want to hear it. For me, I'm not a big fan of it on the long side. It doesn't have any history of running. You can see I like playing stocks that have a history of running, and this one doesn't have any sort of history of running. And so far the pre-market analysis on it, not doing much volume, not seeing anything on the tape I like. So it's just overall, light volume and a lot of weakness so far, and pre-market kind of just floating around here in no man's land. So, if you're going to get involved with this one, if I was going to get involved with this one, I would need to see much better volume, much better price action before I could touch something like this on NNVC. I like the low float, but this needs to prove something to me before I could get involved with it. George, what do you look for in insider ownership? Kind of the same thing, institutional ownership. If one of them is high, to me it's a bullish sign. I like to look over 30% for either one of them. Obviously, the higher the better. OB Land has a pretty high amount, 56% held by institutions. Preston, you're sick. I'm sorry to hear about that. I just got over a cold myself. Still lingering, but it's nothing right now. SBGL has room to run to 689. Let's see. Oh, SBGL. Not seeing where you see it has room to run the 689. I see this at, all-time highs. Let me look on a different chart. Oh, okay. I see it now. Yeah, I definitely see what you're seeing there. Has room to run to that at 689, has a little bit of a gap fill there on the daily chart here. Building higher lows, nice uptrend. Personally, for me, this is not a swing stage setup that I like, but I can definitely see what you're seeing there, and I definitely see it. It does have some room to run. I personally like buying at the lower right hand corner when it's slowly starting to make that reversal. But I definitely see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're seeing there. Jason, thoughts on big brokers eliminating commissions? I just thought it was cool to see, what Robinhood did and how they really changed the game. It kind of forced the other competitors to, once Charles Schwab, they eliminated the commissions. It was like it was like TD and E Trade had no choice, but to cut the brokers. So I thought that was interesting. The only concern I have is how is that going to affect the executions? I mean, if it's going to affect the executions, I mean, for me, it wouldn't be a good thing. But I mean, I guess for people who really get beat up by commissions, I guess it's a good thing as long as it doesn't hurt the executions too much. I don't really play bank stocks. All right, so we got about 7 minutes till we open on up here. Let's see, CLF. You're seeing a lot of these like dead cat bounce plays get some momentum towards them, more than usual. Seeing this setup like beat up at the bottom of the chart, starting to move on up, kind of like NNVC. Neo possible fish hook. I'm not really familiar with that fish hook pattern, but let me give it a quick look here. Yeah, it's just like I said, this is another one of those dead cat bounce patterns that we've been seeing pop on up the past few days. So this is definitely one that could be on watch for a some sort of bounce play. This one trades very high volume. It's a bigger market cap at 1 billion. So this one's gonna trade more volume, and this one could definitely see a dead cat bounce. You're pretty beat up. You had a green day yesterday, and you can see if it could follow through on that momentum today. Oh, Neo's going bankrupt. Yeah, so definitely look into the news on it. Yeah, I'm just going over a quick chart analysis. That's all I'm doing. I'm not diving into the company itself. So always make sure you're doing your due diligence. I'm just giving you my quick analysis on the chart and what I'm seeing. I'll look at like one more because I do want to start focusing on like OBLN. I know right now I'm seeing it start to curling up here, so I do want to pay attention to the tape on it and the volume. So I'll go over one more. MICR. Nia OB line coming up to highs here, 215s. Yeah, so MICR here, you know, not trading much volume here, you know, lower in float. I would say getting into this one's a little bit of a gamble. I'd wait for some sort of headline to come on out before you get involved with this one. But I do like the lower flow. I like the insider of I like the amount of insiders held here. So if this one could ever get a PR, you know, it could be could go on a nice little play. All right, but I'm gonna start focusing on OBLN here because I do want to pay attention to this one. I do like it. So nice little volume bar we put in there. You know, over a 30K bar in pre-market for a $2 stock is nice. So this one is doing some good volume. Yeah, I'm gonna check the borrow situation. I want to see how the borrows are looking. How's it looking on your end, guys? Is this one easy to borrow on OBLN? It is easy to borrow. All right, that's good signs. Yeah, if you could just put your broker next to it. So IB has no shares. I'm checking center point right now. No, OBLN. OBLN, I'm not looking for a short on this one. Yeah, so I'm seeing same price, you know, 0.2 here on center point. I won't be no, we're looking for longs off short traps. If it sets up into my pattern, make sure you guys are trading your own setups. Don't mirror trade. All right, so market's about to open up. You know, good luck everyone. You know, let's all have a good trading day. All right, so market is open here. So look at that 215 mark. 215 did absorb a good amount there. A little trouble there at that 215 area. It's trying to fight and hold this 210 mark. All right, so opening volume not bad there on OBLN, but it definitely feels the tape's a little. The tape feels a little bit heavy on this ramp here. Tape feels a little heavy on this ramp. Even when it was in the 220s, it felt a little bit heavy. So like I said, you know, only 1 minute in, you know, I wait for more chart to develop. You wait for you know, some more chart. And you know, just evaluate and watch the tape a little bit first before you jump into anything. You know, very rarely will you see me buying out of the bell. All right, so pull back there to $2. Looks like the $2 line held. All right, so it seems like the borrow situation. You know, there is borrows on it. You know, it's not hard to borrow. Wouldn't say it's easy to borrow, but there's definitely borrows going around here on OBLN. So let's see. I want to see if this like 190 mark's gonna hold. I want to see if 190 is gonna hold. This is where we could see the short trap happen here. You know, under $2. You know, short sellers are thinking it's dead. Comes around, curls, reclaims on high volume and squeeze. So let's see if we get that action. SFET. If SFET ever gets over $1, you know, I could be interested in possible short. Or even if it gets close to that $1 mark. Because $1 is a very tough line to break. So I kind of want to see maybe a wash to like this 190 area. Kind of soak and consolidate under here, and then we can get our you know, the trap going. Just kind of feel like it's soaking this upper 190 area on these wicks. See, it's like kind of holding above the 72.89, forming these lower wicks. Quick little under over of the $2 line here. There's NVCN. This could be the bottom here. You know, we'll see. Kind of looking like it's slowly coming on up here. It's having some trouble there at that 205 mark. So kind of watch it above this upper 190 level. This upper 190 seems to be holding pretty well. Oh, SFET. Yeah. Yeah, we knew that one, SFET. That's why we don't touch that one. It's hoping that could get a little higher, but All right. And then VC also big dump there. Same with GoPro. So watching OBLN here, I want to see how it reacts around this 210 area. Could look for a possible long here. I want to see how it reacts around here. You guys can see it held pretty well those upper 190s areas. Oh, I apologize, guys. I apologize. So watching here around 210 on OBLN. So watching this 210 area pretty closely here on OBLN. Want to see if 210s are going to start to hold. Alright, did take some long there, OBLN. Did take some long there, OBLN. It's 211 area. So I want to see this 210 area start to hold. I want to see the bids hold strong above 210. See, we had a nice volume increase there at that 210 area, making this pattern that I love to trade. The wash and trap and squeeze pattern here. Let's see if we get a break here of the highs. First target will be over the highs on OBLN. So you don't want to see a stuff move here. Do want to see it hold on up. Get the squeeze on OBLN. Sorry guys, I had to mute the mic for a second there. Uh, Came very, very close to my stop loss. I'm still holding. 197 is my stop. So it's not looking good right now, guys. I'll be honest. Probably looking like I'm gonna have to take an L here. Did not want to see that rejection. Obviously, came up right to the highs there. This is a good pattern I like to play, and it's just unfortunate that we got rejected there at the highs. I like the volume bar that came in here. This is the volume I like to look for, and just like I said, just unfortunate it couldn't we couldn't get that break there. It came right to the high day there, and we just had a big stuff move there. Just unfortunate that that happened. Nothing we could do about it, and all we could say is, hey, let's move on to the next trade. Overall, I'm happy with the trade I took. Obviously, it's not over yet, but things aren't looking good right now after that stuff move. Just the market win right now, guys, is shit. We're in a fucking shit market right now. Not good conditions right now for the longs. I've taken this setup multiple times over and over again, and it works out for me most of the time. I know my statistics. I know this setup's going to work for me majority of the time, but just right now in this market, it's just shit. Let's see, PDSB here. Is this one halted? Yeah, Ricardo. I remember you guys were here, back. You guys were here, back in the day. You guys remember we freaking killed it last year. I streamed all year last year, during the same exact time, and every day we were banking. We were banking hard. We just need this market to turn around. We just need one play to go parabolic. Now bring in excitement, bring back the hype in this market. Guys, I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm just playing my. Once my stop loss hits, I'm gonna exit. I like to stick to my stop. I don't get wicked out because I get scared. I told you guys when I entered. I entered at 210. I was looking for a 210 break on high volume. I want to see the bids hold above 210, which we did. Broke above 210, a strong volume candle here. Bid started holding 210s. I entered, had a 211 entry. I was up a good amount here, right at this 223 mark, and it just stuffed. Nothing like. What can we do about it, guys? It's gonna happen. All right, yep. All right, so I'm out. All out of OBLN, guys. Did take a loss there. It's part of the game, guys. Part of the game. I'm not mad at all. To me, this was a good setup in my books. It just didn't work out. And I'll continue to trade the same setup over and over and over again, guys. Over and over again. Parabolic, pull back, soak, hold above our lines here. Curl up. Break view up on high, strong volume. Hold above that line, reclaim, and push. And most of the time, this thing will squeeze. But this case, it didn't squeeze. So, it's what it is. It's a part of trading. People are going to take losses in trading, Unless you're one of these guru furus who claim they never lose, which makes me funny. Seeing these guys, all they show is their winners. I'll post the loser. I'll post it everywhere. I don't give a shit. It's part of the game. I don't see how 212 to 220 was the trade to me. I didn't meet any sort of risk reward, so in my books, that wasn't. I would have been a good trade for me. Man, unless you're risking 4 cents to make 8 cents, then it was a good trade for you. Hey, what's going on, Bike? Yeah, guys, I don't think it was a bad trade. It just didn't work out. I don't think that was a bad trade in my opinion. I like the volume. I like how it held. I like how it held that upper 190 area, soaked that area, came up to the 210 area that I liked, had a high volume break, and it just didn't work out. It's gonna happen. Sometimes your setups aren't gonna work. There's no 100% accuracy setup. So I guess PDSB will watch this after the unhalt. Thank you, gamer. Thanks. Oh, if someone asked how much did I lose, I lost about $1,000 on that trade. Lost about $1,000 on OBLN trade. Did get a little slippage on the exit there. PDSB. PDSB will watch us after the on halt, but it got halted on extremely light volume, so be cautious. For that trade, I did use hotkeys. For that setup, I usually use hotkeys on it. I hope this PDSB ticker runs. Really hope it does. We really need some stuff. We really need some sort of spark. Not ideal conditions right now for longs. Probably be leaning towards more of these short setups, until we have better market conditions. SFET, good morning pop, rejection, boom, nice. Nice one here if you guys caught it. Risking off this 80 cent mark. Same thing with NNVC. I don't know why I keep like screwing up on that ticker name, but that one also it was a fader out of the open too. We had reasons to be bearish on these two stocks, SFET and the other one, OBLN. I saw a lot of factors I liked on the long side about it. Former runner, high institutional ownership. Lower in the float. Doing good volume. But all right, anyways. Let's move on. Let's see PDSB here. Let's watch this after. Let's watch this on resumption here. CBIO halted, so we're seeing some. Seems like traders are bored. This could easily be chat room volume. 67,000 shares. Could easily be chat room volume. So you gotta wait for this one to open on up here. And look how light the volume is on this thing. SES. Yeah, Adrian, I wasn't looking for anything massive on OBLN. My exit target was like upper 230s. I wasn't looking for like 270, 280 on it. it wasn't that thin the level 2. If you have a thinner name, then I would have a bigger target. But that one, I would consider that. I was looking for a base hit on it, for me at least. I wasn't looking for, a massive squeeze on it. But base hits should still be 2-to-1s, not 1-to-1s. You shouldn't trade 1-to-1s. You won't, won't do you good in the long run trading. All right, PDSB here. Wow, look at that. Look how hard the bids pulled there. The bids were at like 530 and shot right back to like 460. So don't get involved with that one, guys. Probably a chat room selling here. Probably they added over 5. Probably they dumped it. So don't touch this one, guys. At least right now. Wait for it to settle down, if anything. Look at that. Back to 420s. Like, that is ridiculous right there. This is what blows up accounts. This is what gets you killed in the stock market. Trading shit like this. You don't even know. You having a guy sell at $5 there, dump it on you. Now it's back at 430. Even 1,000 shares. You have a small account, 1,000 shares, $4,000 account. You buy at $5. Now it's back at 430. You're down $700. That's devastating to a new person with a new account. Like, this is garbage. You shouldn't be trading. Man, Salty, you gotta be careful there, Salty. You really do, man. You could have got destroyed, man. You got very lucky. You got extremely lucky there, man. You had some quick fingers there. Yeah, guys, I guarantee you it's a chat pump. I'll be willing to bet a lot of money it was. We've been seeing these halts. The halts used to be nice. We get halts and actually hold its gains and actually move up. But every single halt I've seen in the last like 6 months have just been pumps. See the other halts dumping too. So it's not ideal conditions right now for longs. It's really not. Yeah, look at that. It's a joke. Look at that, halted on the downside now. Yeah, risk management, always have a 2-to-1 risk reward. What I mean by that, maybe if you don't know what that is, if you're looking to get in a trade at, at $5 and, you want to get a 2-to-1, look to sell at 530, risking, 485. So that's 2-to-1 risk reward ratio right there. So looking to make 30 cents, risking 15 cents. That's proper risk management trading. I would recommend, a newer trader to have a manual stop in. So have a physical stop in so it stops you out as it comes to your number. If you think you're disciplined enough, maybe you've been trading for a little bit now, you can have a mental stop where you just exit the trade once it hits that mental number in your head. So that's how you want to trade. Obviously, you want to aim for higher, even 3-to-1, 4-to-1. The higher the better. Obviously, there'll come a time where you're not gonna be nailing 10-to-1s every day. It's impossible, But I would say a good number is 2-to-1, 3-to-1. If you could capture higher, then great, go for it. That's how I look at things. Oh, Adrian, I got you. My bad. I thought you were talking about that. Got it. Sweet. Let's see what we got going on. Pretty tricky morning. For me at least. OB line trying again. There's a lot of choppiness on OB line. Not sure if I'll get back involved with this one. We'll see how it looks over 2. I like the factors on it, but so far it's been choppy. It's been very choppy, so now I'm being extra cautious now. You switch to poker when the market slows down. Nice. Alright, let's see. Coming up back up to 2. Nice, Ricky. You have the right idea there. I think this market's more ideal on the short side at the moment. I'll probably be focusing more on shorts myself going into next week until things turn around. I'll probably be looking for more on the short side. Yeah, Adrian, don't worry about it. I know you've been around with us for over a year now, so you know. So you guys could see struggling here. Let me put the tape on for OBLN. Having some trouble getting back over 2. Spy dumping hard. Wow. Huge dump. It's a short seller's market right now. Thank you, Dreambox. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What did Trump tweet now? That's what I'm thinking, stock block. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind my fair share of shorts here and there, but I love going long. I love going long in these shorts and having too much fun in this market. It's about time we get a gapper that has some follow through and squeezes. Like there is no follow through on these gappers at all. Yeah, I miss my pre-market longs, my bread and butter. Those are my favorite. I love long in pre-market. Just haven't gotten any pre-market action. Used to get so excited waking up early and waiting for the gappers, the pre-market gappers, and now like I get up and it's just nothingness. All right, catch you later, Stockblock. Yeah, Ricky knows. You got to go with the trend. You can't fight against the trend. Right now, we're seeing a lot of these gappers get beat up. Right now, that's what's working in this market. So you don't want to fight against the market. Don't fight against the trend. So look for more shorts. If you guys have access to borrows, use them. If that as long as that's part of your strategy, then it's not. Then stay away from that. But if it is, then maybe focus on that strategy a little bit more. That's what I'm gonna do. The next tomorrow and coming into next week, my main focus is gonna be like, all right, let me look for some more shorts. I'm perfectly fine with taking shorts, but like I said, I like longing more. But you gotta do what's working right now in this market. Pre-market. I like to look for high volume stocks, high 1 minute baseline volume, a good news headline, low float, high institutional ownership, and I like to look for some sort of ABCD pattern or look to buy dips, you know, at my support lines. A lot of my pre-market trading is goes off volume. A lot of it does go off volume, and we haven't seen any volume in pre-market at all. That's where my biggest winners come from. My biggest winners come from pre-market, nailing pre-market plays. I mean, for you guys who's been in Discord chat for the longest time now, you guys know. When it heats up, we're all over it in pre-market. All over it. All of us are killing it in pre-market. You guys remember Yuma? My Yuma trade, that was one of my best trades. One of my best trades ever. We absolutely nailed that one in pre-market. And it's also a good time to, review charts too, like Stockbox doing. Go look back. Look back at some of your biggest winners. See what the chart looked like, see what the volume looked like on those big winners, and just be patient and wait for those setups to come to you. That's what I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna look at back at it as well. Look at my biggest winners. Look at my A+ trades. See what I saw on the charts those days. See where my entries were, and it's just gonna help me be more disciplined. The date on the Yuma, let me check it out. I do have the chart here. This is my chart from that day. Let me see. Let's see if there's a date. OB line side note over 2. OB line over 2. Trying to see. There's got to be a date. You know what we could do? We could go on Discord and type in Yuma. I'm sure there's a bunch of us talking about it on whatever date it was. Look at that, OBLN over 2, under 2 now. I'm just not gonna get involved with it, guys. I'm just not. If it squeezes and it goes, good for OBLN. But I'm just not trying to get involved with it. If this was a hotter market and we were making the same setup and we were reclaiming on high volume, I'd be definitely looking for a trade on it, but just not the conditions for it right now. And you have to factor that into your trading as well. What are the market conditions right now? Factor that into your trading because you have to adapt to it. Yeah, every day. That's why I use the daily trade report, and I encourage you guys too. Use the tabs we have in Discord. We have a trading partner tab too. If you guys you're looking for a trading partner, someone to team up and tag along with, go on the trading partner tab and say, hey, I'm looking for a small cap trader. You guys work together. Same thing with the daily trade report tab. Post your daily performance. We don't care if it's a green day or red day. It's good for you and it helps you. It's gonna help you. Review your performance and have your chart there every single day. I post every day in the daily trade report when I take a trade. So utilize our tabs we have there in the Discord chat. They're there for a reason. We encourage you guys to use them. Nice fade on GoPro too. Nice rejection off that view up into a nice little fader there. September 16th? Alright, cool. So just be careful on OBLN if you guys are getting involved with it. Let's see, coming up, VWAP here. Got it. So Fran and Yuma were the best plays. Oh, Preston, happy late birthday. Yeah, so the last time we had some real action was Fran and Yuma, I'm thinking, right? And that was all they gave us for September. So I remember that Yuma trade. That really carried me over for the month. So watching OBLN here, nice steady uptrend off the 190 line. Stockbug, yeah, I missed Fran. I missed the Fran one, but I caught Yuma. Happy I got one out of the two. But hey, for next time, man, when you see that same exact setup happen, just go nail it. Just gotta pull the trigger on your setups. You gotta pull the trigger on your setups. Have the confidence in your setup. So when I pulled the trigger today on OBLN, I had confidence in it. That was my setup. No fears, no regrets at all. The only thing I look at it as the market conditions aren't ideal right now. That's what I'll take away from the trade. Market conditions aren't ideal right now for long. So that's something I will be writing into my journal today when I look back and say, hey, OBLN, anything I do that maybe was wrong. Maybe the tape was a little grindy. Maybe that should have been a reason to maybe reconsider it. But I'll work on that when it gets time for me to journal my trades today. Those are some things off the top of my head I'm thinking of. Exactly, Had to pull the trigger on those A+ setups. They don't come around every day, A+ setups don't come around every single day. When they come, you gotta hit hard. Yeah, Casper, I totally feel you, man. It's a good volume bar right there. That's a 400K bar right there, right above that 210 line, just like we said, it's unfortunate didn't have follow through and couldn't break over the highs. Did I get heavy on OBLN? No, I didn't. I wasn't that. I didn't have crazy size on it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch the tape on it. The tape definitely looked good to me when I was buying it. Definitely looked good to me. It had big bidders, good volume. The tape, the velocity of the tape looked a lot more active. All right, so right now it's 10:16. I'll probably give the stream another like 10, 15 more minutes. The velocity pun, yeah. Sometimes I'll use that. Instead of saying the speed of the tape, I'll say the velocity of the tape. So OBLN doing this slow grind. I don't like these slow grinds. I don't. IGC. Been seeing some cannabis plays. I know Come To and chat's been all over them. So I guess the cannabis plays are getting some volume towards them, bouncing here off the charts. Yeah, IGC is a tricky one. This one usually likes to trap longs and trap shorts, and then trap longs again. It's a little bit of a tricky one. You gotta know how to trade that one. Let's see, OBLN. It's hard to trust anything in this market right now. Hard to trust anything. Well, we'll see coming up here. Yeah, 210's that key mark. All right, let's see. Coming up to 210 again here. You watch the tape. Obviously, volume's a little bit slower. It's 10:20. We're not gonna have the same amount of volume as we do. The first 15 to 30 minutes. So a crucial area here, 210, yet to get over it. There's a little bit of a rejection right there. See, we kind of upward wicked a lot there at that 210. You can see put on these upper wicks. Now reject it a little bit here. Gotta hold above that $2 lock, the $2 mark. I want to base above 2 now. Make sure it's a little uncomfy. And obviously that 210 mark will be the big break on this one. Wouldn't say the big break, but kind of that next area. The big break would be the 225 line. So I'll probably give it to maybe 10:30ish. Unless we crack or we start to move on up, start to spike, then maybe I'll stay on a little longer and commentate it. All right, we'll see if $2 holds. Other than that, let's see. Go through some of these top gainers. PDSB, pump and dump. Let's see. SFET, nice one on the short side if anyone captured that. CLSD, light volume. SCS, no volume. Obulen, we're watching it. CBIO. CBIO is the other pump, but kind of holding its gains a little bit on this one, but I would still be careful with it. Not even sure if that's a micro float or not. I would have to check on a few other sources. Alright, that's it. We just went to the top gainers list, and really the only thing in play is Obulen if you guys like it. For me, probably going to be avoiding it, but I'll keep it on watch. So I'll give it a few minutes. If you guys have any last questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Once again, thank you all for tuning into the stream. I really appreciate it. Just hope this market heat up soon and we could all be banking together. Catch you later, Casper. Thanks for tuning on in. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be more fun when the market heats up. Streams gonna get a lot more exciting. So, looking forward for it also. See you later, Dreambox. And tomorrow's Friday already. That's crazy. This week kind of flew by, even though it was slow, but it did fly by. And if you guys are, interested in some big caps, go tune into Alex's stream. He's streaming right now. He usually goes a little later than me. He's streaming on Velocity Trading Options. So if you guys are interested in options trading or some big cap stocks like some of the blue chips, check out Alex's live stream. Did I say that? Did I say Friday we're doing a giveaway? I don't remember saying that, but maybe, yes. I've been doing a lot of giveaways. But I'll see. Maybe if I have a green day tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of traders are just sitting on it right now. A lot of traders are probably trading, futures, the SPY, TVIX. Sure, TVX having a field day. A lot of traders are, playing around in, hotter markets. A lot of the money right now is on the TVIX, the blue chip stocks, because it's extremely volatile, the market right now. So you're having a lot of traders, head over to these plays. So once small caps heat up, we'll have all the big money come to small caps, and then it'll be more fun for us. Yeah, I don't believe I did. Dominic trying to sneak one out of me. No, I don't mind it at all. It's only like a $15, $20 t-shirt. That's my commissions for the day anyway. But I've been doing a lot of them lately, though. Thanks, Adrian. I'll see you in chat as well. Alright, so one more minute. I'm going to wrap it up. And just be careful over lunch hours. If you guys are still trading, we do see a lot of pumps during lunch hours too, like we saw on like PDSB, something like this. We'll probably be seeing a lot of them during lunch hours because traders are so bored. You're gonna see people starting to do pumps. So just be very careful around lunch hours. Make sure you guys are being smart. Oh, yeah, all good. Yeah, I try to do them like every other week. I guess since you've been watching, I've been doing them every week. So I was feeling a little generous. I don't know why. I don't know. I like giving away free shirts and money. It makes me happy. So all right, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. If I'm feeling it tomorrow, maybe if I have a good trading day, I'll do a giveaway. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up now. I see a lot of you guys are hopping off too. So once again, appreciate you guys all for tuning into the stream today. I'll be in Discord helping you guys out too, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Let's pray to the trading gods that we have a hotter day. So hopefully tomorrow is hotter, and I'll see you all then. Peace.